This episode of the Fortress Fitness Lifestyle podcast series is specially sponsored by the House of Angostura, celebrating 200 years. We say thank you.
Good night, good night, good night. Once again, it's another episode of Fortress Fitness Lifestyle Magazine podcast. And tonight, we just want to touch base with you all, let you all know what has been happening, what we've been up to. And tonight, my chief editor, Candice Reed Bettel, the magazine and the podcast and all my social media work. I'm going to speak up upcoming events and what we have been up to. So, Candice, right, good night. Candice,
Good night.
good night, good night. Well, it's me and you tonight, right?
Yes.
And the Fortress team,
Yes.
right? So one of the things that I was saying is, everybody, for those who following us, something like that, and those who supporting us, and we have a couple of people well following us and supporting us. At least it's good for them to see us, chatting and let them know what we have been up to, what events we have coming up, and things like that. So so this episode will be just to let the viewers know, our supporters know that whilst we are grateful that they're on board and they supporting us. Those people who sponsor, who sponsor something like that, those have been really the backbone of giving us that window. We want to not just thank them, but we also want to let the viewers know who they are and we appreciate them and the events we have coming up, right? So you can start, right? But before we get going, just let people know. For those who don't know, this is Candice Reed Bettel. I know she will introduce herself, but I still want to introduce her. That's the person who have been with me from the inception of a thought to where we are now and where we are going. We're going to get there together as a team. And she's the chief editor of the magazine, while she have her own business. But she's the chief editor of Fortress Fitness Lifestyle Magazine and podcast and social media, doing everything. So, Candice Reed Bettel, let us know, let the viewers know who you are and some of the stuff you've been doing, not just for me, but your business as well. Yes.
All right. So good night again, everyone. Candice Reed Battle is the name. And yes, I am the editor-in-chief for those of you who don't know, for the Fortress Fitness magazine. So it's been a pleasure to produce not just one, but 3 issues of the magazine and a 4th one on the way. In addition to which, I am the director and founder of Virtual Virtual Assistant Services. So you get the same type of service support, not just from me, but from my Virtual team. In every aspect of your business, we help you. We're there to help you navigate the day-to-day mundane tasks that you are faced with. And we take the load off. So that being said, in a nutshell, we're here to talk about our 2nd annual Community Health Fair and Symposium. We kicked off 2024 at Barataria Community Center.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
I keep
Yes.
saying center, but yeah, community center.
Yeah.
And we had a fabulous time there. The vendors came out. They were supportive of each other. The patrons came out. We had a lot of support. The symposium side of things was very engaging and interactive. The audience was there with us asking their questions. So we really had a fruitful time together. And excuse my background, my dog is barking.
And that's fine. That's protection. But yeah. So not just the editor in chief and what you do. I mean, you also is the force behind this podcast as well. All the setup and on YouTube and all that we do, right? So let the people know as well. That's the service that you provide as well. Not
Yes.
just yeah. So let them know. Before we get going into Fortress, let them know all the services that you do and how good it's going actually.
All right, well, we do social media management. So we help you navigate LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, StreamYard, Spotify. Um, there's the social media aspect, and there's the administrative support, there's the customer service support, graphic design, content creation, we do it all. Not a VA that has specialized in anything, so you could kind of consider me a general VA, but the VAs that I have working with me, they specialize in certain areas, so they help me with the workload to service all the clients together and make sure that everybody has a really good experience. So check
Yes,
us out, Bespoke VA Services. We are on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, yeah. And we have
yeah,
our web. Yeah.
yes, and well, I as a client, I want to say that just to piggyback on what you're saying there, and you have been with me a year now, and I'm totally satisfied. You take my vision from a thought into actually doing stuff, and we managed to take off a lot of events. We have been in not just a symposium. We've been in meetings with certain corporate people that
Mm,
sponsor us, something like that, and we have been really making waves into the health and wellness niche, right? And
mm,
I mean, I could not have get it done without your support. So I letting people out there who have a dream or they have an idea of whatever they want to do, and you are the person to call them, call Candice. You're not going to get her away from me, but you'll have to share, right? But she's not going to place, right? Because I believe that it was a divine intervention that I found her, and I'm satisfied with the service, right? And one of the things that I want to say as well is that through life sometimes we have people in our life doing stuff for us, whether it's business, whether it's friendship, whatever the case may be. This is business, but we sometimes we fall short of letting people know how much you value them and appreciate them. So I just want to say on the open air that I really appreciate the work that you do, and I appreciate the commitment. It has been a journey. It has been ups. It has been down. It has been standing still, but you're there, because you share the vision and you share the dream, and for me that is important, right? Because although I believe in my dream, right, you trust me, you trust my dream to come on board to make it happen, and you didn't you was not really hesitant in really jumping on board. So I just want to say thanks, and I do appreciate the work that you do. All right, and that being said,
yeah.
right, let's symposium now, the upcoming
Mhm.
one. So
Yes.
let the viewers know when is this symposium.
All right. So the symposium, if you missed the flyer, you can always hop over to our Facebook page to grab the information. But it's as follows: Saturday, 31st August, all roads lead to the Macaulay Hermitage Village Council Community Center, which is happening from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have lots in store. Well, firstly, it's free to all. So please come. It's free to everybody. We have vision screening, sorry, not vision screening, cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes. We're going through women's health, behavioral health, fitness and well-being, weight loss. You're getting a really holistic experience. Um, we also have our vendors who usually are with us. We may even have some new vendors coming on board. So it's going to be a really impactful session. So don't miss it. Um, Come out, try to make it a family event. As always, I always say make it a family affair.
Yes, and just to follow up on what you're saying with the symposium, you know, the last symposium, people came out and support us well, and we asking people to come out again and support us. We are a team. We go different communities. So after Claxon Bay, if you want us to come in your community to bring what we're doing, social media, you'll see the numbers there. You can call Candice, myself, and we'll organize in the community. We'll bring, the health team, right, to come and give you all the knowledge that you all will need to change your lifestyle. Because one of the things that, the why we do this thing is really to help people. We go in communities to reach the communities. We really want to help. This whole thing was started with really helping people, reaching the household. So telling people to change their lifestyle is one thing, but actually taking their hand and walk them through and show them how to do it, that's a different thing. So what we do is that we have the symposium where the vendors, as Candice would have mentioned there, all right, people with healthy juice, healthy snacks, um, you know, nutritionists, people with healthy bread, you know, different things that you can get, not in supermarket, but you can get from these people who provide it on social media, or they drop off, they do the delivery and things like that. Because one of the things that people always say is that, where can I get these healthy options? Where can I get this? Where can I get that? You don't want me to eat this, but where can I get the alternative? Right? So we have some of the vendors who provide the alternative for you to change your lifestyle in order to have a better lifestyle, a life down the road. Because there's something that we say, right? And even today, I was at the expo, and I was talking to someone who actually have a healthy. They provide different sweet potato flour and that kind of thing. Is that if you eat your food today as your medicine, right? That is good, because if you don't eat your food as a medicine today, your medicine you'll have to eat your medicine as your food down the road in your later age, where when you're supposed to be enjoying your life in a more comfortable way, and seeing your family grow up, your children grow up, having fun with your family. That's what it's about. The essence of life is not to reach in your 40s, 50s, and 60s and be bedridden with lifestyle diseases. That's something that, and this is why we do, Candice and I do what we're doing. We're really trying to combat that with the information and the means and ways to change your life, and even before we get into more talking about health and wellness from our perspective, because we also have doctors that support us. So whilst we're not medical professional, we're just talking holistically, but we have doctors that will be at the health center, community center, giving the professional advice and guiding you on, to a healthier lifestyle. The symposium on the 31st of this month, I just want to say, Candace, we need to thank the people who actually supported us to make this happen, who partnered with us. I don't know if you want to mention um, Jada, Sanjida, and Nicholas. I think you should, right? Just to let them know
Yeah.
that much we appreciate them.
Well, yeah, definitely. Their support has been tremendous in pulling off this second health fair and symposium. So, as you rightly said, a special thanks to Sanjita and Nicholas for the support. You would have met Nicholas in about 2 or 3 episodes before. Um, he is the manager of not one but 6 gyms right here in Trinidad. Remind me, it
He's actually
is
CEO, the CEO,
C, right?
manager, the CEO.
C, right. Oh God, the name of
Right.
their
Let
gym.
me let me get it. I'm a gymmer, so let me get it. Right.
Yeah, I'm just
So
looking at it, but the name not popping
yes,
up.
all right. So all right, that's fine. I just want to say, based on what Candace saying, we have Nicholas. He's the CEO of six
Right.
gyms down in South, and his health and fitness gyms. That's the name of his the right. The gyms, that's the name of it. There's one in D-Bay, there's one in Gulf City, Gulf View, I think Faisabad and a couple. And in my opinion, right, their gyms are, on top, right? The one in D-Bay is the best in my opinion in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Cleanest, is properly managed, is friendly, it speaks of what a gym's supposed to be like. So Nicholas and his team is doing an excellent job. Sanjida is the
Yeah.
manager of those gyms, and together they're doing an excellent job. And I want to publicly thank Candice. We want to thank Sanjida and Nicholas for sponsoring our third issue of our magazine and the launch. It was a success, and Fortress Fitness Lifestyle Magazine as movement has partnered with Health and Wellness Gyms, which is owned by Nicholas and Sanjida, and we are going to continue to fly the flags of wellness, fitness, and a good environment to really let people come and change their life. Those gyms down there is not just typical gyms. again, the service, I speak about this the last time with Nicholas when he was on the platform. You know, the service, the friendliness, the you know, the way the gyms are structured, you know, is really, it's like a home away from home. I'm a gymmer. I think most people know, and I'm you know, in East West Corridor, but you know, I live in the north. Sometimes I go down there and train quite down south, you know, because it's not just for the you know, the training, but the warmness that those people give, you know, when they go down there, and support, you know. So I just want to say publicly to Sanjida and Nicholas, I just want to say thanks for working with Fortress Fitness Lifestyle Magazine with myself, Candice, right? I just want to say thanks, you know, and you know, health and fitness gyms in South and all over Central. We support you 100, and we are supporting you. And we just want to say thanks for partnering with us again for this symposium on the 31st of this month. And we're going to make it a success, as you know, third issue magazine. And yeah, we're going to help as much people that we can. You know, so Candice, one of the things that I want to say as well to the viewers, that for those who want to be featured in our magazine, you can let them know what is the procedure. You know, not just for people being featured, for like entrepreneurs who have small business and corporate companies as well. We could let them know what is the procedure and what is the email address, or and what is the contact number they can refer to get onto you, to get onto the magazine, and give them an update on the kind of reach we had so far, almost a year, right, in existence.
Okay, so if you want to be featured in the magazine, you simply just need to email um, Victor Francis at victorfrancis.fortressfitnesslifestyle@gmail.com. I may have made a mistake with that. I'm not sure because there's so many things to juggle.
And
But irregardless, it will be dropped in the description below this live, so you will get all the information there again accurately. You can also WhatsApp us at 685-7159 or 350-2933, the same numbers that are coming across your screen. Um, so that's for featured. If you want to advertise, it's the same process. Go through the email, or you can WhatsApp either one of us directly, and we will guide you accordingly as to how we go about doing that. Um, and in terms of the stats, uh, we have crossed literally, I would say, at last check, we were at 21,000 and change, and that is locally and throughout the Caribbean. Um, I think we have about 1,500 downloads of the magazine so far. So
brilliant.
that is exceptional. I'm seeing persons as far as Dominica, Haiti, Barbados, Jamaica, Grenada. So we are getting some really, St. Lucia, we're getting some really good reach. And we just continue to thank you for your support, for downloading the magazine, and just accessing the content. And if you want to be a part of this journey with us, you just need to send us that WhatsApp or email, and we will connect with you.
And let them know as well, the magazine is free for now.
Oh, it is free, um, free to all. So
It's free to
when we set it up, you can access all three issues are on our Facebook page. And if you're not following us there yet, please do so. And if you're not subscribed to our channel as yet, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you will be notified every Saturday when we come on live here at 7 p.m.
Yes, and yes, so we on YouTube, we doing our thing, and also every Saturday we just have a different guest, right? You
Yeah.
know, we had doctors, we had nutritionists, we had CEOs of gyms, we had um, you know, health professional, we have trainers, we have healthcare, we had people who do massage, all right?
Experts.
Yes, we have mental, yes,
It's
mental,
a
yeah,
holistic theme that we provide, and we continue to hold firm to the initial theme that we kicked off 2024 with, is fitness throughout the ages. And every issue that we come out, we talk to you through the experiences of persons throughout the ages. from the youngest to the oldest. And yeah, we're keeping
And
it going.
yes, and whilst we here, as we get the opportunity to splice in ourselves for this issue, this episode, I have to give a shout out to some of the people who really support it. Apart from the sponsors, I want to give a shout out to Jamesy, my friend, Jamesy, the champion trainer. That's my friend. And as Candice mentioned, there's fitness show the ages, so we have people of all different ages. And Jamesy is over the age of 60, and he looks way below 40. Right? So I want to thank James Z for always giving me that support. I do appreciate him. I want to thank Cook, the photographer, for always being there each episode, issue a magazine, taking all the photos. Cook, I just want to say thanks for that support always from day one. You have stuck with us, and we do appreciate you. Um, you know, Natasha, Ali, all those people who have been with us, who have supported us. I just want to say thanks. I want to say thanks to the well wishers as well, Anisha, Sion, Candice, Sky. I have to thank these people because they has been the backbone in support of what we do, and they believe in the initiative. And they are regular people who, follow us, support us in all that we do each and every month. We bring out something, they support us. And all whilst we're on that, we just want to let you all know too, we just every other month we try to go somewhere to do a wellness walk. We
Yeah.
for the year we went Chancellor. We had a nice walk on Chancellor. A couple of people came out well. We had one of the vendors came out, Pine Everything, who have all natural juice and pineapple and all. They're awesome. You can get them on Facebook and social media. Natural juices, natural, original, no artificial flavors. Can't go wrong with that. And we also managed to have a walk in Bamboo Cathedral. That was a nice morning walk. And let's miss that one, but
Yeah, I did.
yeah, she's not going to miss the next one this time. So yes, so hopefully again, next what we in September, we'll go somewhere else again and do another wellness walk before the launch of the other magazine in October. Right? So we keep busy as we go along, and we also have. Candice, I want you to mention, some of the corporate package, what we offer in corporate as well. If you happen to know it off your head, or you just want to just, you know, tell them, just get them
Uh,
insight to some of the things that we offer in corporate. What you miss out, I could always fit in.
Right. So our corporate package, the services offered basically is if you're having a health day or your staff, you want to do something special for them, why not utilize the services of Fortress Fitness, where we will provide you with health and fitness team building exercise. We will have a mobile medical unit accompany us. Our nutritionist and diet consulting will be provided. Exercise programs and even blood pressure and sugar testing will be available. Um, and it's all about letting us assist you take the load off and help you plan a really successful event tailored to a healthy workforce. I mean, healthy staff, greater productivity, can't go wrong with that. And, we have the best of the best in my eyes on our side. So I know we'll be bringing value to your corporate community.
Yes, and also all the people who comes with us all certify and qualify in their own field, and they
Mm.
so it's all professional and qualified to speak and to demonstrate whatever we offer you all. And also we also offer corporate as well. We know sometimes it's challenging for people after they finish work in order to go to the gym or to go in Savannah and things like that. So what we also offer is that we can we can have a pre-recorded workout session, like on just in a room. We have that available. So all the corporate have to do is just send the link to their staff, and we will have someone showing how you can do things, utilize the office like the chair and a small space to still do a little exercise in your office, right? So we
Mhm.
offer that to
Correct.
corporate as well. So corporate companies just know that we know his staff sometimes tight. I don't pick up the trend from school and they can't get around Savannah, they can't go to the gym, they can't do this, the hustle and bustle. We could offer you as well a link. So every lunchtime, twice a week, you send it to your staff. They click, they're having someone speak to them, a nutritionist, all right,
Mm-hmm.
for 45 minutes. And once I said that, I want to big up Amber Alexis, our go-to nutritionist, and our cultural dietitian,
Yeah.
right? Cultural dietitian, Amber Alexis, and she is on social media, or you can check her out. So she will show you all how to prepare the same cultural food that we love so much, healthier, and you can still partake, but at a prepared and healthier than what we normally do that lead to this lifestyle disease. So we
Mm.
have people who already have their own business in the health and wellness field who support us in exactly what we talk about here. So corporate company, you know, call us, shoot us an email, shoot us a call, and our package comes cheaper than any other groups I know in Trinidad and Tobago. And
Yeah.
most of them, if not all of them, is not doing what we're doing. So just rock back, CEOs and management, just rock back and just let us take charge. Take the load off your hand. You have to call 7 and 8 different vendors. You just call in Fortress Fitness Lifestyle Magazine, contact Butcher Scope Services, any one of those names that is on this platform, and we will take up the load of your headache of your you know management, and by extension make your staff take the stress off the staff, because we know the industry and corporate world could be very stressful, and
Mm-hmm.
people need to find a way to release that stress, in the right way. So all we need, all the staff need is just half an hour. We can show them what you can do in half an hour and get back to doing the work more effective and efficient in the business place, right? So that is all. That's what we offer as well. Yeah, Candice, I see you want to say something.
Yeah, actually, just as we're on, we're just having an open conversation. We had all the Trinidad athletes who went out to represent us in Olympics, but I want to say send a special shout out to Manifesting with Rhonda Sanchez and her
Yes,
all-female
yes,
team.
yes, 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 yes,
They
yes, yes.
went to Arizona and they competed and they placed overall medals, so two silver and one gold, I believe it is. Again, congrats to Rhonda and her teammates for a successful event.
Yes, and Rhonda has been on my first issue magazine, I believe, or second issue. And Rhonda also been on the podcast. And she
Yeah.
gonna be here again, I think, if it's not this Saturday, coming the following Saturday. She gonna be on this podcast
Yes.
again. I spoke to her and I just want to say I'm so proud of Rhonda because I know her long before this, long before she started to powerlift for Trinidad, and she's doing excellent. So again, together with Candice, we just want to say thanks to Rhonda and her team and her gym, her trainer, that whole team that keep going out and represent the red, white, and black flag. We just want to say Fortress, just want to say thanks again. And as Candice said, to all the athletes that represent Trinidad in Olympics, right? I just want to say, congratulations, because to reach the Olympics itself is not easy, and to compete
Good
with the
job,
best of the
one.
best in the world is not
Yep.
easy. And I want us to give a shout out to the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee for doing a fabulous job, getting the athletes all ready and prepared, send them out there and bring them back home safe. On his tank, Keyshawn Walcott, I know he's the 10th, I believe, in his world, and that's real good. He haven't missed the
Yep.
Olympics since he came out. I believe it's a gold, a bronze, and he placed 10 now. That's excellent. So I just want to thank to Keyshawn and thanks to all the athletes who went out there and gave their best for the country and came back safe. Yes, because we into wellness and fitness and everything that is good for mental, come right back down. So it's not just um, physical, and no, we Fortress Fitness is as Candice would have said, is a holistic approach of wellness. So you cannot change your life to a healthier lifestyle if you first you sit down and say, you know what, I don't like where I am. in the sense of my health, my physical appearance or whatever. And once you come up with that thought, you say, you know what, action now. Then you say, hey, I'm going to make a step, whether it's the savannah, change what you eat, cut down on the sweets, cut down on other stuff that would help you. And it's not a kind of one of the things that I keep telling people, you and I be telling people, it's not a quick fix. We don't tell nobody cut off nothing instantly because it's not it's not the right thing. The right approach is just to give yourself a chance, take a chance on yourself. If it is eat, you know, four portions a day, try eating three, and let your body get accustomed to less sugar, a little bit of less salt, cut down on the grease a little bit, add some fiber into your diet, add some greens into your diet, add some apples, just try something different or do something different that you have been doing for the last couple of years that would guarantee you to be in a position down the road that you wouldn't like, you know. And we also say that, Candice, is that we tend to save money and put aside things for down the road, right? But we doesn't today. We do that today. Every week, every month, we put aside some for down the road, for what we call gratuity or a savings or a fixed deposit, hoping to reach to that stage to reap. But a lot of us don't reach to that stage because one thing we don't invest in, one thing we don't put aside today for tomorrow is good habits. When coming to our health, all right, from mental come right back down. We don't put good habits in our bank of good habits. And again, one of the things I always say is that there's two building blocks as we go through life every day. There's good habits on the left, there's bad habits on the right. Right?
Yeah.
You have to, it can't be balanced at any point in time. It can't. Right? You try to ease the bad habits down and increase the good habits. Right? So if where health and wellness is concerned, if you do two good habits today, you want to avoid a bad habit today as well. So when you reach
Yeah.
five good habits, you can say, you know what, you're working on, getting down the bad habits on that side. So it's all about choices. Life is about choices. And if you do something today with your health, you stand a better chance of being in a better position down the road. I mean, it's not people to say, it's hard. Yes, it's not easiest thing, but life by itself is tough. That's life. And everybody I know who working now, everybody want to live to a good old age. But I don't think anybody want to live to a good old age, ailing, bedridden, and lost in a toe, lost in a leg. It's not nice to see, and that happening every
Yeah.
single day, and is a lifestyle of bad habits for over 20, 30 years, right?
Yeah.
A lifestyle of bad habit will reap bad habits because nobody
Yes.
planned. If you put an orange seed in the ground to grow, you're gonna get orange. You're not gonna get grapefruit, right? You
Yeah.
whatever you put in the ground, that is what you're gonna reap down the road. So people who put in bad habits all their life gonna reap the results of bad habits down the road, not just in health and wellness, even with their lifestyle. You cannot
Mm.
live a life of just doing all the wrong things and expect good things to happen down the road. That is written. Plus, if you constantly eat um, food that is high in grease and oil and all of that, the chances are down the road you'll have some challenges, you know. And the best gift you can give to your loved ones, your daughter, your son, your husband and wife, is to be healthy.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
hate to see people retire and within a year they retire, they're living in the hospital. And I've seen that where less than 5 years
Yeah.
after they die, right? Because they give so much of themselves that they didn't take time to give themselves time. They didn't take a
Mm.
chance on themselves. They work for employer for 30 years and they never take
Yeah.
one day out of the 30 years to say, you know what, this day is for me. And this is not just physical and with health. We're talking about that's mental health. We just give so much to everybody else that forgetting that the most important person in all of the equation is ourselves. Put
Yeah.
yourself first, and if you love yourself, you cannot love your other people and not love yourself. Love yourself first and take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. Because if you love your
Mm.
husband, if you love your wife, if you love your children, if you're not healthy, you're putting that on them. You know?
Yeah.
So as an adult, it doesn't matter where you start. The best time to start is now. Even if you haven't started, you could be 30, 20, 40, 50. It's never too late to change your habits, you know. It's never too late to change your life, to decide that you want to live a healthier lifestyle. You want to be healthier tomorrow. You just have to start today, you know. Right? And starting
Yes.
today is not difficult. It's just start. You start in your mind, say, you know what, I'm fed up, take this pill and let me try to see what can I do to help me from not taking all these pills each and every day, right? And just talk to
Mhm.
your health professional, and they will support you. Talk to your doctor, talk to your nutritionist, talk to somebody who's qualified in the field, and let them know, hey, I want to be healthier, and they will guide you into to the right path. Because I know for a fact when you're not well and is suffering with whether it's diabetes or hypertension or clogged arteries or whatever it is, doctors always do what they're supposed to do, give you some medication, but they also tell you
Mhm.
that, change your diet and exercise. They always tell you that,
Oh
right? And
yeah.
which is good, which is good. Just people don't listen, and they just want to live on the medication and not do fully what
Yeah.
the doctor said. Yeah.
I think that is where you have to be kind of proactive because yes, I remember with my mom, going through her journey, they told us, you have to change your diet, you have to exercise more. But sometimes it doesn't just be change your diet, exercise more, take these medication, like actually get yourself on a diet regimen to help you make that transition. And like Victor said, you do everything incrementally until your body adjusts and you continue going.
And
So yeah.
yeah, and just want to say, Candice and I, this is why I say that we was put to do this together, is that we have a lot in common, and I live that, and that my why is that. My why is, seeing my mother, suffer with cancer, and seeing a lot of, you know, two brothers and, cousins, two best friends, a lot of people that I love and care about die from cancer, and it is a lifestyle. One could say, well, I think negative, but all I do each and every day from, a long time ago till this day, all I do is give myself a chance, which is exercise, and I change my diet to what I believe is a healthier option, a healthier way, to prepare whatever come down the road. We don't know the future, but if we take a chance today in ourselves, we still put ourselves in a better position to deal with whatever tomorrow brings. You understand? Because it's no different for people putting away money in an institution or taking out an annuity for critical illness down the road, not knowing if they will reach down the road, but they put aside every month, they pay a premium of something. So why you cannot say, you know what, every month I'm going to invest this in me, in my health. I'm going to invest this in a healthier snack, in a healthier bread, a healthier, put more fruits and vegetables in my diet. Invest that in yourself, because each and every day you invest a healthy habit, it gives you a better chance to deal with whatever down the road if anything negative should come. So just putting aside something for critical illness down the road is you telling yourself today, this is just my opinion, is you telling yourself today, I'm guaranteed to get sick down the road. I'm not doing anything now, but I'm putting aside money every month. So when I get sick down the road, I will have something to pay
Mm-hmm.
for sickness with the lifestyle I choose now, which is not giving myself a chance. And that's basically what it is. So people, what we say with this whole fortress is all about helping you all all right, mind, body, and soul, to change the way that we think. We have to change the way that we think, right? We cannot say, you know what, this is tradition, and tradition is this is what we eat, this is what my granny eat, this is what my mother eats, so I eating it too. That is what has lead to our generation of particular illness. So when people say, well, you have diabetes in your family, you have hypertension in your family, because what has changed? Even past even with my family, the meal hasn't changed. Well, I changed it for me, but my mother, I remember on Sunday lunch is everything about four different starch, right?
Mm.
And that is too much. They wouldn't have the knowledge and the information was out there yet, and it's fine. But now we have the information that we don't need all the starch on a plate. It's too much, right?
Mm.
And the vegetables or the crystals is to be like a 50 cent piece. It's that much, The healthiest thing is be the small. And up to this day, when you go and eat outside in any restaurant, the vegetables or the lettuce or the crystals or it's never overpowering the meal. It's always a small portion. You understand?
Right.
It always that's how it is, right? So
Yeah.
we have to change the way that we think in order to get the result that we want. There's no way we can not do something and expect some.
Mm.
At the end of the day, if you do the same thing over and over every day and expect something different tomorrow, that's mad people thinking, right? That's what they
Yeah.
say, and they're correct. So it's funny, Candice. I was telling somebody the other day is that we might buy a car, right? Most of us buy car, new car, used car, whatever. And when we buy a new car, the dealer tell us to put this oil, come 3 months to service it, put this oil, don't use this, don't use that, and the car would last longer. And and
Mm.
and watch me, everybody follow. Most people follow that regiment, right? And that's why something that don't have a life, right? Is a thing, is a car. A car can be more important than human. It's not, right? And most of us know if we eat or drink too much of those things that we know that is not right, it will
Yeah.
impact on us negatively down the road. And himself, when the doctors tell us to don't eat this or don't drink that, why we still go ahead and do it? But we do it for car. If you have a dog and the vet say, hey, going on, don't give the dog rice, give it chow, Purina alone. We're giving it
Yeah.
chow, Purina alone. When a dog cough, you're crying to get it shot, right? Some people, I'm saying and it's true, and I know of, some people treat their dog better than the South, the animals better than the South, the goldfish, right? The hamster, better than their own self. But they
Yeah.
make sure, right? Most people make sure and feed their dog twice a day. If they're coming home late, they call a neighbor, they put things in place. If they're traveling, they get a neighbor or a cousin or a brother or a sister to come and feed the dog. Look how much thing they just do to make sure that that animal, that pet, get feed. And it's good, don't get me
Mm.
wrong, but they don't
Yeah.
give the self that amount of attention when coming to the health or the self. And that's what I see every single day.
Yeah. It is. It is. It is a mental battle too. Because it's like what you said earlier, it's just a matter of starting. Sometimes you start, but because it's a habitual thing that you've been involved in for so long to break old habits, but eventually you have to come to that place and realization you're not getting younger, you're getting older. So you need to care for yourself a little more. And one thing that James always says is that you have to keep active. And I think for some people, from the time you retire, you just take life at a slower pace. But when you do that, you kind of set up yourself to deteriorate faster. For me, it has not been an easy journey, but I try to make the changes now and again. So sometimes I would tailor the meals that I make for my family. So I would do a little more vegetables. I would not use as much fry, like my macaroni pie and things, but trying
Yeah,
to
in
change it up.
moderation, in moderation, and that is what it is. All we saying, Candice, is that in moderation. We ain't saying you can't have a day that you have fun, you go and you eat, you go to the family restaurant, you eat, enjoy yourself, and that's fine. But the problem is that you cannot, you know, full the bank of bad eating for years and expect a good result down the road. It doesn't work like that. Life don't work like that. You know, in
Yeah.
moderation, yes, and yes, as you're saying, it's challenging. Even the fittest people, if people go gym every day, who go and walk around savannah, who go and run, they have the same brain as everybody else. You know, it's just that they wise that, and we have challenges. I who, you know, my mind can't stop me from exercising or going to the gym, but I have days that I you know, feeling, you know, now we have the challenges too. You know,
Mhm.
it's just that we say, you know what, nah, today is a gym day. Once I'm not aching or I don't have the flu or something wrong, I am going. You know, and
Right.
I do videos where I reach the gym downstairs in the car and I was like, oh people, this is one of those days that I feel to go upstairs there, you know. But every time you do, when you're feeling like that, you just have a good workout. And as the rightly as just said, as James, you correct, at his age, look how he looks. All right.
Yeah.
Most people, and I've seen this again where I work, before they retire, they say to themselves, they say to the universe, when I retire, I just going to do nothing. I work 20, 30 years. When I retire, I
Yeah.
just going to relax. And that's the worst thing you can do. Because you remember you working and moving for 30 years and 20 years. And one day you just decide to not do what you've been doing for so long.
Mhm.
Obviously, your muscles going to just deteriorate faster than normal and therefore aches instead of stepping, which is always stepping. You remember, long time ago, as soon as in world and by extension the Caribbean, as soon as they reach 40, people don't start to look at um, a walking stick already, you know. Must have reach 50. Everybody buying the stick, right? Because they tell themselves, you know, they're getting old, they're hitting 50, so they're getting a stick to walk with. And that's a myth because now, as you know, there's people that you and I know, not just locally, who is 50, 60, 70, and
Mhm.
they're looking, their body is the same as the one that was 40 and
Yeah.
35 because what they're doing different, and the only thing they're doing different, and doctor has said it, and as everybody know it, as you get older, your muscles start to deteriorate. That's a fact, male and female. The only thing to keep your muscle from deteriorating is weightlifting, strength training. Right? That's the only thing. Right? And the people who have done it,
Mhm.
some of which you and I know, including myself, we look a particular way. You don't have to be no gym freak or no gym rat. All you need to do is, if you decide to do it at home, you have some weights and you do some workout. You could get a routine on YouTube. You could Google it and add
Mhm.
10 pound to 15 pound to 20 pound, and you can do there's videos all over YouTube about how to do whatever it is to keep your muscle mass via home. But if you do nothing, your muscle going to deteriorate as expected. It's part of life. And when you reach 50 or 40, you find you're sagging your muscle, and then your bones now don't have much cushion to protect it. So that's when people fall in the 60s or the 70s, people who don't do anything, they break their hip, they take long to heal because they have nothing cushioning the skeleton frame, you know.
Mhm.
So what we encourage people to do, and they know, strength training, all right, it's never too late. You can start at 30, 40, 50, 60. Whenever you start, all you're doing is adding, not taking away. All right? There's a speaker that said that I listened to. There's two pains, right? And the two pains, the pain of regret, all right? And the pain of discipline, all right? The pain of discipline is when you say, you know what, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to work out, I'm going to change my diet, I'm going to try at least, right? That's the pain of discipline, right? But the reward for that down the road is great, right? But the pain of regret is not doing what you know you should have done years ago. And when you reach a milestone, the pain of regret can't be reversed, because it's lifestyle disease, it's all kind of thing. You can't walk. So choose your pain. And it's being frank, choose your pain. It's no
Mhm.
different to other things we do. Because a lot of people don't like to go to work on Mondays. And you just go. A lot of people don't like they like the job. A lot of people don't like the job. They can't stand their boss, but they go in because they're getting a salary to handle the story, and that's okay. So if you can go to a job that you don't like, talk to a boss that you can't stand. Why can't you give yourself a chance and do something for you that nobody can take away from you because you're doing it exactly for you? I tell people one of the things I do for myself or anybody can do to themselves that is only for them is either go and run, go and exercise, go to the gym, anything physical, any physical activity that you do, you're doing it for yourself. And I found the best stress relief is exercise, whether it's walking, running, swimming, gymming. That's the best form of stress relief. I found that works for me, and I think it works for most people because when I talk to people in the gym, you know, there's like this always come and he's been stressing over Vic. This always come and I had a long day today and I just come and work out. You know, there's a myth that when people go to the gym, you know, gym don't tire you out, you know. What gym does is relax your mind and give your body what is need to face another day. You know, not gym alone, exercise in the whole. I don't want to focus on gym, exercise, you know. And all we promote and all we ask people is just to do, if you can start with just 2 days a week, give yourself 45 minutes, walk around the yard, walk around the house. If you don't have a savannah close and it's the hassle to go to a savannah is too much, you know, walk around, just keep moving for like a half an hour, walk around the living room, build up a sweat, you know, anything to just accelerate your heart rate, put you in a position to give yourself a chance for down the road, right? If you love your children, the best gift you could give to them as they get older is be healthy, you know? And that's what we're preaching, you know. I could say that because, you know, I see my mom's who I love dearly, you know, died. And if I could have cut my wrist and give her my blood to save her, I would have. I think any good child will do that, right? If they see the mother suffering an imminent death, right? And it's something you can do, they will do it. And you and I know the frustration, Candice, to see the person we love the most going in a particular direction that we don't want them to go, right? And it's nothing you can do. So that is not a, a, a life that I want to live for my children. I don't want to be in that position and they want to help me and they cannot. Right? I know the grief that I went through and I decided to, you know what, if I could talk and do what we're doing here and help parents and help adults to change their lifestyle in order to be with the children, you know, I am older than my mother when she died, right? Where I am now, right? So she died pretty young, you know. So that by itself is my why, and I want to see my children walk up the aisle. I want to see them get married. I want to see them have a good footing in life. And the only way I can do that, to me, is to continue to live a healthy lifestyle as much as I can. And I do have my days that I cheat a little, to being fair, because we are human. But my negative is way below. My negative habits is way below. I think it's about 10 positive to one negative. So I kind of okay with that. But what we're saying is that viewers, what Candice and I saying is that at Fortress Fitness, the whole movement is not that you have to start big. We don't recommend people trying to start big where you can't maintain. You know, just start. Drip by drip is usually full the bucket. You know, try. All the information is there. Join our page on Facebook, Fortress Fitness Lifestyle Magazine. You'll get all the information. You'll get tips. You'll get all the events that are coming up, those past and present, and to come, right? And all this podcast is on YouTube. You can go Fortress Fitness Lifestyle Podcast on YouTube, and you can see all the episode that we did during the course of the year, and you can sit down and really watch it. You will see where we talk to doctors and all these interesting people to help you, motivate you, inspire you, where you can really start to change your life to something better than where it is now. Because I could tell you all, this lifestyle disease it's meant to destroy your way of life down the road, and it mentally will disable you, apart from the physical, um, what it does to you physically, you know. So, that's my ranting, Candice, and people will feel, and people do feel, um, you know, Vic, yeah, Vic, you fit, and this and that and the other. But I had so much losses based on lifestyle diseases. I had so much deaths based on bad habits for a long period of time. I don't have a choice but to do what I'm doing and going back to empower and help people to change their lifestyle, because I don't want nobody to live through what I've been through, or what I lived through, you know. So I am trying to tilt the scale for my generation behind me, so they can follow my footsteps and try to prevent what I couldn't prevent with my mother. You understand? So yes. So people, this is your boy Vic here from Fortress Fitness. This is Insight on Me. This is Candice, my editor in chief. You know, I don't want it to go in her story because you will get all mushy, right? And all they
We,
want to see us like that. I had to hold back my emotions based on talking when I talk, because it's not something that I talk about much. But I know that's just me being real, right? And that's my big why. And every day I wake up with that why. So I don't be, even when we get no or not now, that won't stop me from doing what we're doing, because I know if I could save one in every 10 person and make them change their life to a better lifestyle or start today, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? One in every 10, I'm okay with that. One in every 20, I take in that, because most of us going to end up a particular way we don't want to be if we don't change our lives today.
correct.
Yeah. So in closing, Candice, is there anything you want to say before we go? Because I know time running out on us.
Yeah, so just to recap again, the second annual Community Health Fair and Symposium is happening Saturday, August 31st. We're heading to Macaulay Hermitage Village Council from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come out in your numbers. We look forward to having you join us, and it's free to all.
Nice. So again, team, again, Candice, thank you again. Continue to do the wonderful job that you've been doing for Fortress Fitness Lifestyle Magazine and Lifestyle Podcast and everything else. And continue to do the great job you're doing in your business, which is Scope Services, and everything that your business do. All right. And we welcome in vendors and corporate companies to come and join us with this initiative that we have and we're doing, as we try to empower the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago to a healthier lifestyle. Yep. So have a blessed night, and may God continue to bless each and every one of you. And we'll see you next week, where we have another interested guest on this Fortress Fitness podcast. So have a blessed night and take care.
Special thanks to our partners Virtuscope VA Services and Abini Pro Fitness. And don't forget to get issue 2 of the Fortress Fitness Lifestyle magazine available now.